Hi everyone, Amanda here. I'm gonna be talking about like what autism is and how I dealt with autism, because I dealt with it like almost like my whole life. And so uh like how I dealt with it like throughout like just throughout my life. um So, if y'all guys don't know what autism is, let me just finish what I have to say first. Like what autism is, it's like a neurological disorder, and it has to do like basically like how you think. Well, like how you're like basically my brain works different from anybody else's. It works differently. And and yeah, and then there's like um different levels of autism. Like there's high functioning, low functioning, severe, and like there's high functioning, and I think there's mild. But I have like a mild form of autism, but I'm high functioning though. But anyways, so the only reason I'm making this video is because yesterday was Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month. Yesterday, Autism Day. Um, I mean, if y'all guys support, what do you call it? Autism acceptance, then that's good. And in awareness, that's, it's good also, but, I mean, that's just y'all's opinion. But, anyways, back to the, like, how I dealt with autism and all that. How I dealt with my autism and, like, throughout when I was, like, younger. Well, when I was, like, 3 or 4. I was 4 when I got diagnosed with it. So, it was, like, yeah, I was, like, 4 years old. Yeah, I was 4. I think I was either 3 or 4, but it was so long ago. When I was younger, I kind of got I got aggressive when I got younger. Sorry. When I was younger, I got aggressive. Sorry. But yeah, I got aggressive, and I would have tantrums when I was younger. So that was the sucky part. And I think when I was like probably like in elementary school. Well, I know this is, but I had selective mutism also. Like when I was little, I would only speak at home, but I wouldn't speak like at school. I wouldn't really speak at school or anything. Well, when I was younger, though. And I guess when I got into middle school and junior high. But it was, I got aggressive when I was younger, and I would have tantrums. And when I was little, every time when I would go into the store, when I would go like to a grocery store or a supermarket where they would have intercoms, you know, those big speaker things, and then you hear people talk out of them. I would cover my ears. I would literally cover my ears, like when the intercom was on, and I couldn't really handle I couldn't really handle the noise, probably because it was you know, it was part of my autism. And I think, well, afterwards well I kind of overcame it, but I I overcame it, like, you know, until I found out, like, oh, you know, oh, so, because I found out, like how, because I think some lady was like, well, I think it was my mom was telling me that, um, that, like, look, don't be scared. It's, you know, it's just a lady speaking out of the speaker thing. I think it was like, I forgot what store it was, but then afterwards I kind of got over it. And, yeah, I mean, but when I was younger also, I wouldn't talk at school. And when I was like in middle school, I wouldn't talk at school either, and even junior high, and I wouldn't talk at school. It was like selective mutism, so it was like, it sucked. And then even like in elementary, I don't know if I, but yeah, so anyways, I just got really, um, you know, shy. And of course, well, autism was like hard for me, and plus I had to deal with, well, I had to deal with, I don't know why, but, well, with autism, you can also have, depression, and I never knew why I was, like, depressed, and I think it was probably because, like, I don't know. I don't really know why, because I was young. I was like little, and I think when I was like a teenager, it was even um you know, it was kind of bad, but it wasn't like super bad, but it was just like I was just depressed, but I didn't really know why. So, yeah. And another thing, well, I mean, autism is basically, it's just a neurological disorder. So basically it can't be cured, and you know, it just can't be cured. It's it's like hereditary. So it's basically like autism can like come like from your family. So you know. Um but yeah, I mean basically, so when I was like in middle school, yeah, I talked about when I was like in elementary school, and in middle school, I wouldn't even talk to anybody. Maybe I would say, like, you know, some words like one at a time. Like I think when I was younger, and like when I was in middle school and junior high, I would read slow. And you know, I think it was because my brain probably, you know, it was probably, you know, because, you know, I guess when it comes to like processing things, and it's kind of, it was kind of slow. But but then junior high came. It was the same thing, but I mean, you know, it was, you know, because of my selective mutism, so I kind of wouldn't really talk to anyone. Maybe like, you know, like just except like for my family and all that. And in high school, junior high, I think when I was like in 8th grade, I overcame it. I was overcoming my selective mutism, but I know that's not what the video is about. It's about autism. So, autism was like really hard for me, like around those times, like in junior high, because I didn't really, my mom told me that I had autism when I was 13. So then I can understand it and, everything else. And like, and I think back then I wasn't really proud of it. I was just basically, I didn't like it, and I thought it was just negative for me. So, I mean, that was just me back then. But since, now, and I think when I was like in high school, like around my senior year, I was basically proud of it. I mean, I wasn't like, oh, I don't like it. But, there's positive things about autism too, not just the negative stuff. Because back then, like when I was in school, when I was younger, and when I was like in high school, I kind of had a hard time interacting. Well, not like around my senior year, but I mean a little bit. I kind of still do get awkward like at times when it comes to new people. And also just other things I had to deal with. I mean, every person deals with anxiety, and I dealt with anxiety too, and depression. Everyone deals with that too. And it's basically, you know if you know anyone that has autism, I mean, just talk to them, and even like somebody with autism that can't communicate, you can just talk to them. And you know just pay attention, basically like pay attention to them and talk to them. I mean, you don't have to talk to a person with severe or low functioning autism like a baby. You can just talk to them normal, like, just like how how you talk to your friend, like just talk to them normal. Don't talk to them like a baby, because trust me, autism, it's hard, especially because also I have a brother and he has severe autism, and I know he deals with a lot of stuff. And I know that he dealt with a lot more stuff than me. And because he can't really talk, but he tries to. So, I mean, also like, well, I mean, I'm actually proud of my autism now. I mean, I can tell you like lots of stories like about me when I was younger. Like when I was younger and all that. I can tell you a bunch. But anyways, yeah, so I hope y'all guys enjoyed the video and everything else. Well, and plus, since it's, it's still autism, what do you call it? Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month. I always think it's like, like throughout April. I mean, I don't really believe it's like just like on the 2nd. I believe it's like throughout April, like it's, that's just me. I mean, I'm sure everyone else is like that too, but I just think it's like throughout April. And yeah, so please like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel, and please press the notification bell down here. Well, you get what I mean. So I hope y'all have a great day and slash night, wherever y'all, whoever's watching this. And just so you know, oh, and then also, like, if y'all autistic people are watching this, I just want to let you know, you're not the only one that dealt with autism. I dealt with it too. And please be yourselves no matter what. And just think, just say, basically, just be proud of your autism. Don't don't be negative about your autism. Just be positive about it. And y'all are unique and really special, and I want y'all to keep being yourselves. And also and like, for everyone else, I want y'all to be yourselves too, and like and just don't be negative. Just be positive. And so I hope you kind of enjoyed my autism story. So I'm sorry it wasn't too long, but I didn't want to make it too long. So anyways, I hope y'all I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye, guys.